Hi there, how's everyone doing today? So it's been a while since I've made a video purely for YouTube. I've been doing my live videos every Wednesday that I do on Facebook, and you can actually go over to my Facebook page at some point today and you'll be able to watch the replays of those live videos that I'm going to be making. But I just want to say thank you to all of my subscribers. I know that this is not the type of channel where it's like entertainment or where it's how-to type videos. It is like a counselling related topic, so for many people they may not necessarily subscribe to this type of channel, so I just want to say thank you to everyone that has. So my name is Marianne Hanson. I'm the owner and the counsellor at New Journeys Counselling. I provide counselling to couples, to individuals with depression, stress, anxiety and also self-worth issues. So what I want to talk about in this video is I'm going to be making a few videos today that I'm going to upload over the next few days, and what I want to talk about is based on a program that I watch. You might have heard of it, called 90 Day Fiancé. The program is about couples who meet. One of the partners is from abroad, and they have 90 days to come to the United States and to marry them. If they don't marry the person within the 90 days, then they don't get a green card, they don't get to stay together as a couple. So at first I've been watching this series for a number of episodes now. It's on, I think, series 3. And the idea that, you would actually marry someone that you don't really know within 90 days, purely so that they can stay in the country, when you hear it or you read about it, you think, oh, that's really, really crazy. But I suppose for these people, they don't want to lose that person. But one of the episodes, and what I want to talk about today really, is about when your partner doesn't accept your child or doesn't accept like the lifestyle that you have. Because in one of the episodes I watched, there was a woman in her 40s. She's got 3 children. I think, is it 3? No, she's got 2 children. Her partner is much younger. I think he was in his 20s. They met abroad. So she's from America. He's from, I think, the Dominican Republic or somewhere. When they met, they had fantastic time during the holiday season. And then when he came back to the United States, he was really struggling to bond with the children. And the end result was that he could not accept the children at all. And it ended with her saying that, if you don't accept my children, you can't accept me. But all the way, the build up to that was quite, at times it was difficult to watch, because he was kind of being quite inappropriate with the children, meaning that he was having conversations with a teenager that, you wouldn't normally have. He couldn't see himself in a fatherly role, and he couldn't connect with them. He wanted the mother, but not the children. And so what I want to talk about is really the difficulties that lots of people face when they enter into a relationship but the person does not accept their children. And although it sounds simple that, someone enters into a relationship, you don't accept my children, then that's it, it's over with. But it's not as simple as that for some people, because they're invested in the relationship. They might have had lots of weeks of dating, they might have already fallen in love with the person, so they find it difficult then to just say, no, it's over with. They're trying to find a solution to the issue. So what I want to talk about really is some of the ways you can work through this, because it does come up for a lot of people. The first thing is to be clear and firm with your partner and let them know that you come as a package. You have to accept us all. There's no separation between me. If you're a parent, there's no separation between you and the children. They're your priority. So if you're coming into my life as a partner of mine, you do have to accept that's how you met me. You met me as a mother or as a father, so you have to accept that. And it's really interesting because, as a single person, I've been in relationships, quite a few, where my partner has had children, and it's never been an issue for me, because I knew when I started dating them that, they had children. So the idea that I would then say, well, you've got to choose between the time you spend with your children and me, it just wouldn't come up. But I know for some people it could be because of jealousy. It could be because they don't know how to bond with children. They've no experience of that. But you just have to be clear. You're the parent and you're the one that's entering into the relationship. So you can also explore with the person why they're feeling that way. Is it jealousy? Is it that an issue's occurred with your partner and the child, especially when it comes to teenagers? Now, an example would be if you're a single mother and you've got sons and they're in their teens or, even in their early 20s, they're going to be really protective. This is being general, but this is usually the case. So when you are dating someone, the likelihood is they're going to, want to check this person out. They're going to want to ask them questions. Not all men are going to be tolerant of that or accepting of it. So this can lead to like heads being, clashing of personalities. It can lead to verbal or physical arguments. And I think for a woman that can be quite difficult, because if you love your partner, but you also, your sons have been there for you and they are your sons. But at the same time, what you have to try and do sometimes is to just try and look at what the underlying issues are beneath that conflict. Whenever there's a conflict between two people, there's always underlying emotions. A lot of times it's fear. Instead of anger, really, it's upset. Sometimes the person feels rejected, abandoned. So your sons may feel that, or daughters even, may feel that another person coming in means they're going to lose their place in your heart or lose something in the home. So explore that. Don't be scared to explore it. And then the other thing to do is to make a decision about what action you're going to take as a couple. Are you going to go to therapy? Are you going to decide you need to take a bit of time out and think about this, whether it's what you both want? Are you going to go your separate ways? It's just can't be resolved, so we can't do this. I think between you need to sit down and discuss really what's going to happen. But one of the things I think you shouldn't do, if possible, is not to ask your child to do anything to change your partner's mind. So an example might be, you do see sometimes parents will say to the child, look, I really love, Johnny, or I really love like Sarah, I'm just making these names up. Can you please be good? Can you please be good? Because then they won't leave me. Or can you stop? Can you allow them to do this? Or it's not down to the child to, yes, it is up to the child should be disciplined and they shouldn't cause conflict. But I don't think you should ask a child to be inauthentically who they are, pretend to be someone or act a certain way just so you can keep your partner. You're adults. As the adult, you're the parent, but also the person you're dating needs to take responsibility, and say, well, these children, how might they be feeling? Put yourselves in the children's shoes. It's a stranger to them and they care about you as their mother or their father, so they just want to protect you. So the last thing you can do is to consider how things would be in the future if you move forward with the relationship the way it is. Some people don't want to take the step. They don't want to go for therapy. They don't want to take time out. That's too painful. They don't want to go their separate ways. So they will just be stuck. Basically, they won't do anything. They won't take any action. What you need to do really is to reflect on, if things stay the same between my children and my partner, can I live with this? Can this really be a successful relationship? What's going to happen at the wedding? Will my children decide not to come? What's going to happen when we, when this, in the future, if we have another child, what's going to happen when this? It's almost that you've got to predict and you've got to look to the future and think, do I want to live like this with things the way they are? So ultimately, as the parent, you decide, you make the decisions about your life, but your children don't have a choice who you bring into their life. So what I would say is there's no right or wrong with it, because it's not as straightforward as just your partner needs to accept your children and that's it. For some people it is, but I'm talking as devil's advocate for people who find it really difficult when your partner just doesn't get on with your children and you really are already invested in that relationship. So I hope you found this video useful. I'm going to be making more videos throughout the day, and as I've said, go over to my Facebook page, NU Journeys Counselling, my other page which is Coach Marianne Hanson. I've also got another page called A Debt Free Life, and my personal page, Marianne Hanson, and you'll be able to see all of my live videos that I'm going to be making this afternoon. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you soon on another video. Please share this if you think it will benefit someone. Continue to subscribe, leave your comments, and please like if you enjoyed the video. Take care and have a great day. Bye.